Hi everyone, welcome to the stretching flow for today. I haven't 100% decided which body parts we're going to be focusing on today, but a lot of it will come out of the downward facing dog. I thought there's quite a few nice stretches we can do from there. So let's just start with like a nice warm up so we can actually, get into those positions I want us to get into. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the head, just a couple of circles. Yeah, also my neighbors are apparently having a party next door. So I don't know if you can hear the bass coming through, but I can. Change directions every now and then. I've just been changing directions, I'm not telling you, I'm sorry. Okay, now we want to move the shoulders, and every time on the way down, we want to bend our knees and actually get closer to the floor. Just get down low. Or go through a plie, however you want to call it, other way around. Okay, and we want to draw figure eights with our hands. And shake them out, up and down. Shake the hands out to the side, sideways. And we just want to warm up the feet a little bit and the legs, so we're just going to do some marching on the spot. Make sure you point your feet when you lift them up. Take your arms with you. We want to warm up. It is quite cold here. We are in winter in Cape Town by now. So yeah, being barefoot wasn't a good decision, but I'll just have to live with it right now. Okay, open the feet to like a good second position. I just want to do a couple of pliés, doesn't have to be super low. It's just for a little bit of warm-up exercises. Okay, next one, come down, and we just want to lift one heel and then the other. And both at the same time. Okay, come down, come back up slowly. We just want to move the hip from one side to the other. Okay, come over to one side of your mat, and we're going to roll down and just stretch there for a couple of seconds. And we just want to alternate between bending the knees in that position. One knee is always stretched and one knee is bent. Okay, stretch both legs. And we want to slowly walk ourselves forward into the downward facing dog. Just stretch out the calves there. and hold for a couple of seconds. Make sure to push your shoulders up to the ears to get some tensions into those muscles there so we don't just flop through here. So keep your shoulders, keep them up. Make sure you keep using those muscles. Now we want to come up and down in this position onto our toes and back down. Come up, and now we want to alternate between bringing the foot down and bending the other knee. You want to come up, put one heel down with a straight knee and bring the other leg in with a bent knee and up again. I'm just going to do that a couple times. Your calf should feel a bit more stretchier, No, that's not a thing. A bit stretchier by now. Right, bring both heels down. And now what we want to do is we want to come up over onto our toes and down onto all four. Once we're here, we want to do one cat and cow. Cow. Come back into the cat, and we want to push ourselves into the downward facing dog from there. Okay, come back onto our toes. Bring ourselves into all four. We do a cat, a cow, one more cat, and push ourselves back up and back into the downward facing dog. One more time, onto the toes, come down, go into cat and cow and cat. And we push ourselves back up into the downward facing dog. Just hold there for a second. Bring your feet closer together. Actually, you're going to bring them together entirely. And we want to lift our left leg while keeping the feet completely parallel. So I don't want you to turn out the hip, yeah? I want you to keep the hip in as much as you can. Okay, let's lift. I can't actually get the leg very high in this position because it's too much on my other calf. So just lift, bend, bring the foot back in, right next to the other one. Other leg, point your toes, don't turn out the hip, keep it bent in. Just lift this leg. Also remember to push through your shoulders. I just forgot, I realized. Bend the knee. Bring the foot back in. Other side one more time. Straight out. Bend the knee. Back in. Second foot. Point the toes. Bring them out. Bend your knee. Bring the foot back in. Okay, one more time, both sides. First side. Bend the knee. And back in. Second side. Point your toe. Bend the knee. And bring the foot back in. Lift yourselves up. with a round back. I need to wiggle my feet back a little bit because I'm too close. And we want to come forward into a cobra and just hold there. Put your legs down if you can. If not, you might have to bend your arms a little bit to get into a comfortable position. I'm just going to hold there. Roll back down slowly. Stretch out your arms in front of you. And what we just want to do is we want to just lift the arms 5 times. Just for the shoulder mobility. I don't want you to come up with your upper back. I want you to keep your nose on your mat, essentially, and try to lift your arms behind you. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do this 10 times, actually. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the arms in beside you and just relax them for a few seconds. Bring them in next to you. And we're going to push ourselves back up. Back into a downward facing dog, as you may have expected already. Now you can either stay here and just stretch out a little bit more. If you are quite comfortable and want to increase the stretch, I want you to come down onto your forearms and try to push your head through, all while keeping the shoulders, keeping the shoulder muscles engaged, because I don't want you to flop through like I'm just showing you, like now my head's on the floor, this was supposed to happen. You're supposed to push up, okay? My heels just came off the floor because this is a bit much for my calves. Ideally, tendency-wise, you want to keep your heels on the floor, but I just can't do that right now. So I'm keeping them as close to the floor as I can and pushing through my arms. This is quite intense, so I'm just going to hold it for like 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just bring the knees in slowly. Bring them in. Put them down. Bring your feet together at the back. You just want to go into child's pose. Roll back up. Your knees should be slightly open. So put your arms, your hands down in front of you, and we just want to push through the back there. Come up even further, fold your hands, bring them to your chest, and round your back, and bring the arms out in front into a circle. Bring your knees together, arms under. I'm just going to relax into this position for a couple of seconds. Make sure you're actually relaxing your shoulders down. They're supposed to not be engaged at all. slowly we just want to shake out the hands a little bit because we obviously did put quite a bit of pressure on them in these movements and exercises. So just roll them out a couple of times. The other side, shake them out up and down, shake them out to the side, and then roll your shoulders one after the other back a few times just to loosen them too. Other way around. Just shake them out. And then we're done for today with this quick stretching flow.